What's up, guys?
What up, fellas?
It's the broadcast. Brah.
What up, bruh?
We got our mock draft here. The actual NFL draft has just happened. So we're gonna go through our picks, what we think everyone was gonna take. Now, obviously, this isn't exactly what's gonna happen. But yeah, this is what we predict to happen. So, Justin has the number one pick. He just mocked me after the Gordon debacle. Movie us down the power rankings. Well, you know what, Justin? My team's still better than yours. But you got the number one pick, and you've got your choice. You know, there's Watkins out there. There's Evans out there. But I think you're going to take Bishop Sankey. 2 months ago, I'm like, this is going to be a monumental draft for D1. This is going to be the first time where a wide receiver is taking number one, where Watkins is taking number one. But then he goes to Buffalo with E.J. Manuel throwing to him. So I have you taking Bishop Sankey, number one in the D1 mock draft.
Justin, I have you. You've always said you've been modeling. You've wanted to model my team when I used to have Green and both Jones. Your wife's yelling at you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. So I have you taking Sammy Watkins. You don't have the combo with Green and Jones, but you do have a start with Sammy Watkins. Great choice here. Great prospect. He'll help you out. Second, Reitzma. Let's be honest, you have good running backs. Let me take a quick look here. You have Lacey, you have Ball, and you have your third running back set with Ryan Matthews. So you're good there with cap to spare. So I have you taking wide receiver as well. I have you taking Evans. You franchise Andre Brown, and you still have
Antonio.
Yeah, Antonio Brown. And you still have Julio Jones, whom you acquired for Josh Gordon. But I have you taking Mike Evans.
So you have two wide receivers taking the top two picks.
I do.
Monumental. Okay. I also have you taking a wide receiver, Reitzman number two. Not Mike Evans, because I think Sammy Watkins is just that great of a talent, even though I think Mike Evans has a better situation than Watkins. Just based on talent, I still have you taking Watkins at number two. Speaking of Mike Evans, Mike, I think I have you taking Evans in the other. No, sorry, that's not true. You take that Buccaneer. You are going to take this Buccaneer at number three. Mike Evans, PPR, following or on the opposite side of Vincent Jackson. Tampa, they've revamped their offense. Offense was a focal point in their draft. I'd be taking Mike Evans, number three. To
Mike, you have a greater need at wide receiver. However, I think you can adjust that later with the other two picks. I'd be taking Bishop Sankey. Great situation at Tennessee. He'll complement Le'Veon Bell and C.J. Spiller quite well.
Yeah.
And you'll have three running backs at the top 22 for sure.
Yeah, if he drops to number three, that's a great pick for you.
Chris is next. You need pretty much everything. Let me check how much cap you have. I mean, you have a lot of holes to fill. I mean, you have $245 cash, which is probably the median of the year of the league. I think you go wide receiver, and I think you go Cook from New Orleans.
Yep.
Huge upside.
Yep, I agree with Andy on that pick. Chris, I think you do take Brandon Cooks. New Orleans, they like to spread around a little bit. Drew Brees, Colson's on the downside. Sproles is no longer there. Someone's going to have to pick up all these catches. I think Cooks is actually going to be a pretty good pick this year. So, number four, Chris, Brandon Cooks. Number five, Fergie. I think you need running backs a little bit stronger than wide receivers. This is a little bit different than what I've suggested in D2, but I actually think you go running back here. And the guy, maybe not this year, but years 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think is going to be really good for you is Devontae Freeman, running back out of Florida State University. I think Steven Jackson, this is the last year that he's going to be relevant. Devontae Freeman going to outperform Jaquiz Rogers. That's why I think you take it number 5.
Jason, I also have you taking a running back. Carlos Hyde out of The Ohio State University. He's in San Fran. I think he climbs above Lattimore in the depth chart. That's why San Fran drafted him where he is. You benefit more from him year 2 through 5 than year 1, but I think he's your pick here. Eric mentioned you have greater depth at wide receiver, and that's why you do that. Next, we have 6. Last year, Mike drafted a tight end and Tyler Eifert. He's top 14 tight end this year.
Yep.
Borderline, but I have you taking a tight end again. Eric Ebron. You try lying. You'll probably cringe when you pull the trigger on him, but it'll be a good move for you. Need a tight end.
Yep, I also agree with that. I also have you taking Eric Ebron at number 6. Tight ends, they're kind of up in the air a little bit, but could go 4, could go as low as 10. But I think just based on the talent, based on the situation, they've got Kelvin, they've got Golden Tate. But
the situation being Lions offensive coordinator was the QB coach from the Saints, Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
Eric Ebron is the same type of player.
He's going to be a stud. I don't think tight end is going to go early in the draft, but I do think you take him at number 6. Number 7, Rob, set at running back. You got some studs at running back. Giovanni Bernard, Alfred Morris. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone else. So I don't think you go running back. I don't think there's any spectacular running backs left. It's going to be very wide receiver heavy this year. So I see you taking Kelvin Benjamin. Someone has to catch it in Carolina besides Greg Olsen. I don't even know who their second best wide receiver is right now besides Kelvin. He's got a great opportunity. Stud coming out of Florida State. I see you taking Kelvin Benjamin, number 7, to Rob.
I also have you taking Kelvin Benjamin. If memory serves me right, you've dealt with Steve Smith in the past. I see you going to another Carolina receiver. Somebody has to catch the ball. So, Rob, Kelvin Benjamin. Ivan, welcome to the league, Ivan.
Welcome.
Formally. You too need everything. You acquired a pretty horrible situation. You can blame Mark for that. You need everything.
Mark was a terrible owner.
Yep. He was also a douche. Rewind that.
His douchiness won you a championship.
That's true. You need everything. Let's see how much cap you have. Lori.
He's got a lot of freaking.
Yeah, you got close to $400, but a lot of holes. I see you taking a wide receiver. I have you taking Beckham Jr., New York Giants. So I don't think Ruben Randall's the wide receiver 2 there. I think Beckham Jr. is. They like to throw the ball. Who knows their running back situation? So Beckham Jr.
Their wide receiver or their running back situation definitely in flux right now. I do have you taking a running back. A little bit of a Hail Mary, a little bit of a let's hope and pray that this works out. But I have you taking Carlos Hyde out of San Francisco. I don't think you're playing for this year. I don't think you have the team set up to win for this year. I think you're looking towards the future. Frank Gore is getting old. I think Carlos Hyde is the future. I don't think it's Marcus Lattimore. I don't think it's Michael James. I think he's actually out of there. I don't think it's Kendall Hunter, which sucks for me because I think he's on my team. But Carlos Hyde, I think he's the future. I think that's who you draft. Number 9, Doug. You've got Ray Rice. But you could use some running back depth a little bit. Similar to Ivan, I think we're going to take a little bit of a long shot here, hoping that, Zach Stacy is not able to pan out, and I see you taking Trey Mason at number 9. Again, a little bit of a long shot, but, if he's able to outduel Zach Stacy, I think this is a great pickup for you.
Doug, I also have to take a running back. You've dealt with a lot of luck in the past. You're not even going to listen to this. I'm not even going to explain it. Yeah. Doug, I have you taking Hill out of Cincinnati. Lucky bastard. You're lucky. You outbid me on Aaron Foster. You outbid me on Christine Michael, who I think will be doing great things next year You got lucky and Ray Rice. Luck. You have no skill. You suck, Doug. Suck it.
He's not even here to defend
Exactly.
himself. All right.
Doug.
Yeah. Screw you, Doug.
Yep. Jason Ferguson, number 10. You took a running back earlier on my mock draft. So you're adjusting wide receiver. You have a lot of holes to fill. I've been taking Marquise Lee out of Jacksonville. It's a crapshoot between him and Robinson. They got a new quarterback. It's got to throw the ball someone. I think it's going to be Marquise Lee.
All right. So I also think you were taking wide receiver. Did you have Beckham Jr. off your board already?
Yes.
Okay. So this guy was off Durr's board. I think he's still available here. I have a couple wide receivers off the board that he does not. So I have you taking Odell Beckham Jr. I think he's going to be the number 2 in New York. I think he's going to beat out Ruben Randall, down to Ruben Randall. So Odell Beckham Jr. to Ferguson for number 10. We're up to me. Pick number 11. Probably one wide receiver. It's such a crapshoot in D1 right now. There's so much talent available. But I have myself taking a wide receiver. Marquise Lee, Jacksonville, Justin Blackman on suspension along with freaking Josh Gordon. But this goes to someone has to catch the ball. I think Marquise Lee, they did pick up Robinson as well from Penn State. But I think that Lee is a little bit better of an NFL prospect. So that's who I have penciled in for myself at pick number 11.
I have Eric going to a trusty quarterback, Devontae Adams, a Green Bay.
It's a wide receiver.
Yeah, wide receiver. Yeah, he's got to fill the void of James Jones. He'll be behind Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb, but he's going to get his balls. He'll get some touchdowns. So that's my pick there. Mike, your third and last pick of this rookie draft. You're going to take best player available. You still have, you can choose from Trey Mason, Sims out of Tampa Bay, or Freeman. It's your choice. You can't go wrong with either one. It's kind of a crapshoot for all of them. I mean, they're all backing up someone this year. Freeman, maybe a little more likely behind Steven Jackson with his injury history. Sims, injury history behind Doug Martin. So take your choice there.
All right, no, I also have you taking a running back. According to my mock draft, you took a wide receiver. And
you have Mike taking 2 Buccaneers.
I do have Mike taking 2 Buccaneers. Boom. I have you taking Charles Sims. Doug Martin, major injury prone. I've got his jersey on. Durs has him in D2. But this is another swing for the fences. If Martin gets injured again, I don't think Mike James is the answer. I think, Sims is going to step into that backup role. I don't know if Martin's going to make it the full year. So I have you taking Charles Sims. Running back, I don't think you're going to take another wide receiver. Obviously, not another tight end. I have you taking a running back. I think that Sims is the next best option here. Hyde and Mason and obviously Sankey are already off the board. I think that Sims is the 4th best option. So that's who I have you taking there. If you guys have any differences, let me know if you like my draft better, if you like Dur's draft better. Real quickly, got Sankey going 1 to Justin, Watkins 2 to Wrightsmont, Evans 3 to Mike, Cooks 4 to Chris, Freeman 5 to Ferguson, Ebron 6 to Mike, Benjamin, great pick by the way, 7 to Rob. I say Ebron 6 to Mike. I don't know. Hyde 8 to Ivan, Mason 9 to Doug. Not that Doug's ever going to see this. 10 Odell Beckham Jr. to Ferguson, 11 Marquise Lee to myself, and 12 Charles Sims to Mike.
I have Justin taking Watkins at 1. At 2, Wrightsman taking Evans. At 3, Mike taking Sankey. 4, Chris taking Cook. At 5, Jason taking Carlos Hyde. 6, Mike taking Ebron. 7, Rob taking Benjamin. At 8, Ivan taking Beckham Jr. 9, Doug taking, let's see here, Jeremy Hill. 10, Jason Ferguson taking Marcus Lee. At 11, Eric taking Devontae Adams. And 12, taking the best of Mason, Sims, or Freeman.
All right. Let us know what you guys think. Broadcast.
Brah.
Peace out.
Brah.